Cormier, and you're here with me on my Patreon channel. This is an amazing spot to be. I've just recently discovered this myself, and it's really got me thinking. I've been in this business for 35 years, and I grew up in a time when there was really only one portal for music to be passed through to the consumer. And it worked like this. You get signed to a label, they took you to a professional sequestered studio that wasn't open to the public. You made your record, the master went to a pressing plant and they pressed a nice vinyl LP. That get packaged and sent to all the stores and all the consumers and fans, or whatever you want to call them. We all saved our $10 or $11 and we went down to Sound the Record Man or wherever you, Sunrise Records or wherever you wanted to go, and you bought that LP. And then you had it in your hand. You had a physical connection to the artist by holding that record. And there was a picture of him on the front, and you'd go home all excited and put the disc on there and just, oh my God. I remember doing that when I was a child. And that was the only way that you could get music other than the radio. And you couldn't own radio. You could only hear it once and hope to play it again. Now, when we think about how easy it is to get music now, it's mind-boggling. You can buy music from any device you can hold in your hand instantly. If I think of any song I want, I can enter it in my phone, I can have it there in seconds. That, if someone had told me when I was a child that that was going to be going on in 2016, I would have thought they were crazy. When we think about how far we've come in technology, in the music business, in life, it's amazing. And when the internet first started sort of its takeover of the music industry, a lot of artists, me included, I have to admit sadly, initially thought that we were all in a lot of trouble. Oh my God, we're not going to get paid anymore. People can get our music for free. We can't control this. We can't control that. Labels started to shut down. Everything just went haywire. But it was a knee-jerk reaction, because now I and most everybody else knows that the internet is the most incredible way to connect with the people who love your music. And that ultimately is what drives every single career in this industry. It almost transcends money. It has to do with how many people come to a concert, how many people follow you on Facebook, how many people tweet about you or Instagram about you, or wanting to get involved and get closer to you as a human being as well as a musician. And it's huge. The fan connection that happens through the internet is unheard of. We're in new territory even again from what we were 20 years ago. When my biggest album came out in 1997, there was no internet. There was, but it had nothing to do with my career. And that's amazing. Just that short time ago, I was unable to know if my fans liked what I was doing, except meeting them in person. And even though I tour 200 and 300 days a year sometimes, that's not enough to reach the people that want to talk to me, or touch me, or tell me a story, or try to affect my life in a positive way, the way that they feel like I've affected theirs. And that's a humongous connection. Now, another thing that happens in the business, and I think that this site addresses that, is you can go out and spend money on supporting an artist, buying tickets, buying records, well, that's not necessarily going directly to an artist. It goes through a lot of other people. Patreon allows you to contribute, and you contribute directly to the artist's world, the world of creation, the world of planning, and all the things you have to do when you're an artist and you live to create, and there's a lot of ideas flowing around in your head. It helps when the people that love you the most, that are coming to see you every night, can say, hey, you should do this, or you should try that, or have you heard this story? You should write a song about this. That's massive, and it directs the flow of energy for an artist so well that there's just no replacing it. It's something money can't buy. So Patreon, amazingly, and I'm learning this as I go, and it's amazing. It's something that I would do for myself or another artist. Is it allows the fans to come in, join the site with me or whoever you like, and you contribute. You can contribute $5. You can contribute $10,000. It doesn't matter what the number is, but once you've joined and you're contributing monthly, you are influencing the content and the direction of the artist. That allows this allows me to know what I need to do next, and you get all this exclusive content that there's really no other way to release it to people. This is a great way to do it. It's a private site. You join, you get unreleased material, you get merchandise, you get free tickets, you get Skype sessions with me, you get whatever you contribute. That's the level of involvement you have in my career, in my artistic direction. It's amazing, and it allows me to put the reins a little more in the hands of the people who fund my life, and I always have for 35 years. I've paid my bills because people liked my singing and my playing, and that means a lot to me. And this is a great way for me to give back to all of you and to connect with you myself. I've spent, as any artist has, my whole career with people reaching out to me. This is a way for me to reach back out to you and to give you things in my appreciation of what you've done for me, and give you things that I'm not going to give to anybody else. And it's going to be a real cool journey. I'm already learning in the last 2 or 3 years how important this connection is, this electronic connection with my fans. I've already started an online school called mastermusicmethod.com, and I did that for one reason, that I want to pass on every single last bit of knowledge I have about playing. And that has become incredibly rewarding. People are signing up for it, and they're going on and watching my lectures every day. And I'm connecting with those people, those students that want to know how to play, or want to know how to play what I play. And it's incredibly humbling to see so many people when you look at your phone and you realize that a song like Hometown Battlefield, 4 million people came in contact with that song. All because I had a feeling for a soldier and for the Canadian forces and forces everywhere. That one little emotion created that song. So imagine how much Patreon can do to affect an artist if you're hearing all the time from your fans, I like this, I like that. You should talk about this. Can you help us do that? It changes everything. It creates a new dynamic between me and the audience that I think every single artist should take advantage of. Now, as I close off this video for you, I'm just going to say that Patreon represents something really interesting, and the final thought is this: it's contact with the fan base before the pen touches the paper. That's never really been able to happen before in history. Before I create something, I'm actually going to have feedback from you, and that's awesome. It gives me a lot of direction. It also frees a lot of time, because you wouldn't believe how much second guessing there is in an artist's life when he's trying to figure out what he's going to record next or write next or whatever. This is going to help me create new content, new albums, smarter touring in different places that I haven't been to before, all of those things. So, lastly, I'm just going to tell you, I've been in this business for 35 years. It's been an incredible, humbling journey to have spent my whole life reaching out to people. That's all it's been. And they've given me back the most incredible gifts that you could imagine. And this is a new age, I think, that we're going into. And Patreon is part of it. And I hope you come on the journey with me. And stay tuned, because we're going to be here with you all the way. So thanks for being with me here. Talk to you soon.